Hey, so I see you made it. If you don't know, my name's Kasim, and they call me the KKOD, Cash King of Deals. And my business is Business Leads Near Me, where I help people with getting more customers, with getting more leads, and leading customers to your businesses. So this specific training is how to make more sales in 5 steps. Um, I've been working on this course for the last week. A lot of this information I gathered while working with some of my other customers, and it just came to my mind as I had been leading more customers and found out some solutions. So I wrote those things down, made 5 topics, and elaborated a little bit in there. And want you to learn about these things, especially if you're someone who, one, has a job and you're in the sales industry. Two, maybe you're thinking about getting into sales. Three, maybe you are in network marketing, multi-level marketing, and you need to gain some skills so that you can start creating that residual income and have that coming in from getting more subscribers, upline, downlines. So there's a bunch of different reasons why someone would want to learn ways to make more sales and then utilize some of the technology that's out there to make it a bit easier. So let's go to step one. Step one is make more offers. Make more offers, you make more deals. Simply. The more people that know about what you're offering, the more people that will take advantage of it. So one of the advices that I give is to use social media. Use Facebook, use LinkedIn, use Instagram, use TikTok, use any outlet. Think about it, it's free. It's the means of getting your message out there and telling people about your offer. No different than me providing all the information to lead people to this very moment. Bringing out different promotion campaigns, sending text messages, sometimes even knocking on doors. Knocking on doors is one of the amazing ways to get out and get somebody to know about your offer. But a great example I want to give you of why making offers so great. So think about this, right? Say you go and you meet 3 to 4 people a day. That's not that hard. It's not impossible to meet 3 or 4 brand new people every day and just present your offer. So when you're presenting the offer, think about 3 to 4 leads you to about 100 people a month, more than 100 people a month. Most likely you're going to get 10% of the conversion of those offers, meaning 10% of the 100 people or 100 and so people are going to take advantage of it, right? Depending on what your ticket item is, if it's 1,000, it's 500, think about it, that's times 10. So then we come up with that ratio of doing that. But imagine if you were to scale that. If it's 1,000, let's keep it very simple. If it's 1,000 and you gain 10 new people, that's $10,000 a month, right? Very simple math. So if you were able to see 6 people a day, then you could be somewhere around 200 people a month, and then that would get you conversion rate of 20%. Why? Because you doubled the number that you initially got the ratio from before. You meet the 10, you get 100 people, you get 10%, you get 10 of those, and you amplify that, meet 200, start getting it. And this is an easy system of make more offers, you'll meet more people. Don't get me wrong, there's some more detailed information I'd probably break down about how you could get in front of people, utilizing Facebook ads, Instagram ads, targeting based on genre, niches, things that people like. You'll get in front of those. Call companies that you want to do business with. Give them a free offer in addition to asking them, can you send them an email about your company? Then they'll be expecting the email and it won't just get pushed to spam. Too often that happens, right? You just assume, oh, why would someone just be looking for your email in the sea of emails that we all get? I got multiple email addresses and they're all filled and I need to delete them. I'm not looking at something unless I'm looking for it. So you at least want to touch base. In this introvert world that we're in now, everybody just wants to use social media. Yes, I shoot a lot of videos on social media. Yes, I use social media heavily, but I do call and make a contact with my customers. And in a sense, I would say that point 2 in this same thing. We're still on point number 1. Point number 1 has a lot of details to it. Creating content makes you omnipresent, meaning although you're working, sleeping, or tending to kids, people are still learning more about you and your offers. If you're shooting videos or you're not shooting videos and it's a scary moment for you, you'll have to pay someone like myself to do something to create content, which you could do for free and gain more customers. So this means how you can stop or not have to spend a bunch of money, and then be able to put that energy, not money, into social media by what? making more people aware of the offer that you're presenting. When you're making more people aware of the offer that you're presenting, you're more likely to get more people taking advantage of it. But I still advise that you meet enough people and you're touching base with them, or you're calling with them, and then getting them into the automated process that will start after they get into it. If they get the email, it sends them to your point of sale or wherever you're booking, and things like that may be. So number 2, ask qualifying questions. Qualify your customer by asking questions before making an offer. Too often we're trying to sell, and we're not qualifying the customer. Asking questions is the means of uncovering a problem to solve. Too often we're, I got the solution. You didn't even get to know your customer. Your customer doesn't know you, doesn't trust you, doesn't know whether your product is solid or not, and you have to break down a lot of information about it. So what are some of the questions that you should ask? I got a few questions for you. You ready? What are some of the issues that you have been experiencing with whatever that person is going through? I'm going to tailor that to you. If you have a cleaning service, hey, what are some of the issues that you may have been experiencing while trying to find new jobs? Are you looking for new jobs? Are you interested in finding new jobs? If I could provide you new cleaning contracts, or a means that you could start getting more people leading to your website where you might get some more traffic, would you at least be interested in that? Is there anyone else that may be involved in your company in the decision-making process? How much are you currently spending on trying to get new customers? How much activity are you currently doing to meet new leads? And are you utilizing social media to do some of those things? These are some of the questions I would ask. How much, if I could offer you, this is a great one. It's a great question. You can tailor this to anything that you put it to. You just got to go and readjust some of these catchphrases. Some of these questions. If I could absolutely, let's go. I'm skipping it. If I could offer more value and lower the cost, would you be willing to at least take advantage? I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm jumping the gun. Sometimes, all right. Is there anyone else? We did that one. How much is you spending? All right. If I could offer you more value and lower the cost of what you're spending and show you how you could reinvest that money, would you at least allow me to do a demonstration? If you found that information to be true, you agree and found the information that I said to be true, would you be okay with me asking you to take advantage of it, to purchase it today? And I love that phrase. Although I may have, kind of jacked it up. Let's go over it again. If I could absolutely guarantee you that I could show you how to save some money and show you how to reinvest that money, would you allow me to do a demonstration on how so? Okay, great. You'll let me do the demonstration. But if that determination turns out to be true and you agree, I'm going to ask you to buy, right? Because clearly I'm showing you how to save money and make money. You take advantage of that today? These are great ways you could do these things by just asking questions. Very simple. Okay, number 3, be the SME. How you going to ask questions and lead people to solutions if you don't know that you are the subject matter expert, the SME? You should have product and service knowledge about what you do. You should make sure you're able to effectively break down the benefits of your product and or services. Use stories as an example to create that value. When you're doing these things, it's a great way to use your personal experience as the vehicle of raising the value above the price. Because why people don't buy into the value has raised above the price. People be seeing the price and not see the benefits. And that is our job as salespeople, is to inform people, is to identify weaknesses and strengthen them also. So you have to be that SME, the subject matter expert, about the things that you're going to be demonstrating, discussing, and presenting to potential clients who may be interested in, but it's your job to provide the benefits of those things and eloquently be able to discuss those things, learn from different people. This training is one of the examples to give you some things to say. And also, study all the people that are out there, the Zig Ziglars, the Jim Rohns, the Robert Kiyosaki's, and learn about what to say. I highly recommend that you check out Zig Ziglar, just because he provides so many scripts for people in the sales industry. All the people I know that study Zig Ziglar. So let's go to number 4, overcoming objections, right? So things that you want to be able to say, and I love presenting questions when it comes to an objection. Whenever I see an objection, for example, be like, I've broken down all these things to you, and then I present the price, and you say, "Oh man, that price is kind of high," and I'll just say, "Hey, well, how high? Too high? How much? Too much?" Now what that has done, it has taken the ball from out of my court and put it back in theirs. If I've demonstrated and explained these things, maybe they haven't correlated how the value has exceeded the price, because that's a price. The price question and objection is to say, well, what about it? Why? How much is it too high? Is it $1 too high? Is it $10 too high? Now they have to answer that. See, what that does is, right, it brings it back to me to say, well, what are you currently spending on your current budget? And then what is the ROI, the return on investment that you're getting from these things? Do you feel like what I'm mentioning, is it the price or is it the cost? And do you know the difference between the price and the cost? Because there is a clear difference. So what is the difference? The difference between price and cost is that some items have low prices and high cost. And then there are things that have a higher price and a lower cost. So let's think of like something simple like coffee, right? Coffee, pretty cheap price, $3. But if you get to multiplying that $3 every day, I'm sure we're somewhere around $1,100, $1,200 a year. When that's a high price. No, that's a low price and a high cost. Let's give an example of something that has a high price but low cost. Still stay in the coffee. So how about you go get you coffee maker, a pound, or coffee grounds, a metal strainer that you don't have to keep buying those filters, and then you start making your coffee every day. I bet that you'll find yourself spending somewhere around $300 in a mix of bags of coffee, because mind you, the only thing you're rebuying again is the coffee grounds. And from 1 pound of coffee grounds, I mean, somebody who makes as much coffee as I do and drink, I easily buy coffee maybe three times every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I easily do. I buy coffee every 3 months, and I drink coffee every day too. But it just lasts. So the price is a bit high initially, but the cost, it costs me a lot less in the long run. Something I learned about in my business is that I'd rather have something that is more valuable, maybe have a bit higher cost. I mean, price initially, but because of its value, the cost will actually be very low, because it's going to benefit you along these ways. The difference between learning sales strategies now. Think about it. What does it cost you not having skills? What does it cost you? It probably costs you a whole lot, because the skills that it takes to be able to effectively communicate to your customer is priceless, especially if you have a high ticket item. So you want to be able to have a bunch of questions. If you notice, I asked a lot of questions in this training. In the mix of doing this, I made questions the primary thing, because I don't assume just because I have something to sell that that's my main thing to do with my customer. Every customer that I meet is different. They have different ideas. They have different ways that they want to do things. So I have to uncover the value, right? I have to really see it and then strategize on ways. Although a lot of these ways are, pretty much the same, is to find out the issue that I'm solving for the customer. I'd much rather have a happy customer and satisfied by breaking things down, taking more detailed out and be more informative and show, offer some of the things that I've learned, because I want to see my customers make sales. I want to see them make high level sales. I want to see them have as many customers, and maybe not a whole bunch of customers, but valuable customers that will be able to help them live different lives. So let's get to number 5. This is going to be so simple. Number 5 is ask for the order. Haven't we discussed a lot? We've discussed enough to explain that you should be able to ask for them to buy. And I know too often we'll be nervous about asking to get paid, but think about it. If you're offering an amazing product or service, your customer is getting a better end of the stick. Even after you spend the money, they'll still be enjoying it. You'll have to ask for the order, and in some cases, you may have to ask multiple times. And then find yourself going through some of the things that we just mentioned. When you ask for the order and there is an objection, now you have things to go kind of redirect on what part decipher. Are you making sure that you have the decision makers both there, a man and wife, both partners there to ask? But I feel like the people who ask for the order more often are more likely to get it, even if they have to deal with objections. Anytime that you offer something that's true, that's real, you should have some real answers that go along with that. Wouldn't you agree? So being challenged and having your customer ask questions is actually a means of you being able to elaborate more, to uncover the value, to show them that what you're mentioning is fairly priced, and that they're getting a benefit because you are the SME explaining those things. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this training was very informative. These are some of the things that I've learned and use on a daily basis to meet people, to make sales, to close sales, to build relationships, to bring awareness by asking questions. Because too often I don't want to try to change someone's decisions. I really want to bring them to a new conclusion. And by being able to elaborate these things and communicate what I do, how I do it, and work at those things and be able to break it down, if I'm questions and challenged about it, I very much look forward to answering those questions. I can't wait. But think about it, if you're not being challenged, and your customer isn't even interested, if they're asking questions, if they're challenging you to answer something for them, you're closer to closing the sale. And a part of closing the sale is that customers don't close themselves. You will have to ask them to buy. You just will. And it should be comfortable and it should be easy if you render amazing products and services, though. So you're interested in learning more about sales and you want to learn more different strategies, whether you want to learn about how to utilize Square to do sales, to write invoices. That's something I also do. If you want to learn how to do email campaigns, put together great emails, you could also utilize YouTube to embed those emails and then use GIFs. GIFs are short picture frames that look amazing inside of emails. You find you a GIF, put it in there. You'll have it moving around there. Click on it, they'll think it's a video, and it'll drive them right to YouTube. Great way to be able to get more sales. That's a sales strategy on how you're using video marketing and email marketing together, but you're going to need to have a strong YouTube channel. Doesn't have to be strong, but just has to lead people. A good way to lead people, just like this. It was a free training that I gave to you that allow you to bring awareness on who I am, what my brand is as well. And if you want to get more one-on-one training, feel free to get with me. We could work out something. You know, every business is different on different levels. I look forward to training people. I look forward to seeing businesses make amazing profits, because sales and online sales is amazing now. I've never been in a time like now that you could reach out to people all over the globe, all without leaving your home. You might need a little bit of skills on how to work Facebook, so I'm doing trainings on that as well. Check out the service page where I do trainings and things like that, which will be in the link below. Hit that link below. Go to the website, and if you'd like to learn more about some trainings, check out the things I have. Feel free to send me a message if you have any questions. I hope this was very informative. I hope some of the information that you learned in this training will help 10x, 20x, 30x your business. And you know, like always, you know, we headed to the top, nowhere else. See you guys soon.